127 starters. Right? We have managed to get 97 people finished. Now, I'm told by someone that Adrian might prove me wrong, but 127 starters, they reckon, is the biggest field in the Scottish ultra race. The 97 finishers is a huge improvement on the amount that we've ever had before. It was previously 74. The interesting thing is that obviously the percentage is something like 76 or 76 or 77% ratio, and again that is a record. So either the course is getting easier or you guys are getting better. So we've got these records out of the way. So I'll get on with the business in hand and start the lengthy process of the prize giving. We'll start at the front, and basically we've got a good finish time, 17 hours, 6 minutes, 3 seconds, and I would like to ask Jens Lucas of Germany to accept first prize.
Thank you. Sorry for my bad English. It was a great experience for me to be here. It was a great adventure, and especially the friendship between the runners was great, and especially the supporters team of the second runner, which we were often together, and they supported me too mentally and helped me to do a good race, and so thank you for all that support from all the people at the road, from the marshals, from the good organization. So it was great for me. Thank you, and I would be happy to come back again. Thank you.
Second place goes to a man who ran his first race last year and was very, very impressive. He's improved massively this year, so much so I almost drug tested him. But I'm assured it was all down on account of his wife who needed a project. George Cairns. Third prize is to a young man who's been running very well throughout Scotland this season. Again, he's improved his time and he's very popular amongst all of you. Richie Cunningham. let's go to fourth place now. Now, I was actually delighted to get this guy's entry. Over the last few years, last 5-10 years, he's been a feature on the ultra circuit throughout Britain, the Great Britain Internationalist. However, when he entered, I was reliably informed by Adrian that he'd probably pull out injured. However, Alan got himself fit and ran a great debut. Alan Reid. Those of you who have been to one of these before know that it always gets complicated. We've had an experiment this year because basically the fastest vet each year has actually never been awarded to the fastest vet, because we only usually give one prize to each person, and because it's usually vets or super vets that win the main race, we always went down to the next fastest vet to get that. So we decided to scrap that category and just have super vets this year, and we introduced that for women as well as men. Okay, so there was 2 people that were fit equal, so I'm going to just split up this so that they get their own individual award, because one of them actually won the male super vet category. So could Murder McEwen come up to accept that category? Mud was actually told me that Mick James, who finished fit equal with him, has already left, so I've just added that. Right? She came over because she lives in America and she helped support someone else. In addition, her time was so good this year that she became only the 3rd woman to break 20 hours in the event with 19 hours 38 minutes, which is a terrific achievement. So could Donna Eukakis of the United States of America please come up?
I just want to say that I've run a number of ultras in the States, and this one was by far the most challenging one I've ever done. I don't think I was well trained for it at all, but it went well anyway. And I just wanted to thank Dario for allowing me to come back after not being able to come last year. So thank you very much.
Next is an Austrian runner, Ernst Fink. Next, and there's a little story to this one. He entered slightly late. He ended up on the reserve list, and also he didn't, strictly speaking, have the proper background. But after a little discussion, I agreed to put him on the reserve list, providing that he proved that he was capable of attempting the race by doing the Highland Fling. I'd always like when people challenge my opinion. He did very well in the Highland Fling, secured his place off the reserve list into the main race, and ran a superb time. Gavin McKinley. Here we are again. This is only the second year this runner has taken part, but he wears me down and I feel he's been doing it for about 20 years. I know he's tremendously popular and he's very, very generous in his advice and support for everybody that he meets. John Kinniston. Again, another runner at, I think this is his second goblet, and another member of the Jim Drummond Flying Fan Club. That's the fan club that of those people that have either been bullied or too stupid to listen to Jim and enter this race. But he's also still a friend of Jim, I suppose. Hugh Kerr. Obviously, Hugh didn't want to see Jim again, so he's not turned up. Next, Craig Liddell. Just a message to his support team. I don't think he needs a lift back down the road. Next is someone that had to withdraw from the start list last year because he's such a talented sportsman. He had qualified for the finals of an adventure race series, so he had to give up his place. Dave Atkinson. Next is someone that I know runs an awful lot of good standard races throughout Scotland and the UK, usually with his partner in crime, Richie Cunningham, and that's Colin Hutt. Next, and I think he may well correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's his second goblet, it's Brennan Morgan. And this is for the second female. And I might be wrong, but I think this is her fifth goblet. I'm sure she'll correct me if I'm wrong. And that's Lynn Coots. This chap gave me nightmares yesterday. He took off like a bat out of hell, everyone, and he was running really, really well. And I know he's extremely talented and had done a very good run in the fling and all the little training runs that we do throughout the season. But he'd never quite managed to do anything of this distance before, and I think he knew himself everything was a bit of an unknown. But he ran absolutely superbly, even though he ended up visiting hospital this morning. I think he had a slight bruise in his shin. But I'm delighted to welcome Marco Consani. This is a sharp-eyed chap. He obviously was following the website because he couldn't really even get onto the reserve list about 6 months ago. And he'd been following the race website, and when he realised that people were getting injured all over the place and they had dropped below my perceived limit for the race, he chanced his arm and managed to get an entry quite late. And then, of course, he decides to test my hospitality by asking me to get cooking gas. But anyway, I'm delighted to see him, and he ran very well. Andrew Coulthard. Obviously, he had an accident with a gas canister. Another person that's starting to get quite regular, I think again it's his second year, Tommy Hepburn. Now, I was quite excited when I got this next entry because I'd seen that she had run very good times in the middle of the Highlands race. So I was expecting big things from her, and she didn't disappoint. Helen Johnson. And I think the next runner had been bullied by that well-known bully, no, not Jim Drummond, John Kinnison, who got his friend Neil Gibson to run in the race. Neil. We try again. So each year he's made progress. I can't remember exactly the details, but the first year it was top of Loch Lomond, and the second year I think it was possibly even Kinloch Leven. But he's come back like others before him, and he's finally cracked it. Brian McIntosh. This is going back to one of our regulars that always features in the race usually. I confess I can't remember exactly how many times he's run it. It's maybe about 3 or 4 times he's completed it. He took ill a couple of years ago, and then last year he didn't get his entry in time, and it ended up roping him into be a marshal. And he worked very, very hard and contributed a lot to the successful winning of last year's race. But this year he got his entry in time, and I'm delighted that Alan Douglas completed. And again, the next runner had to withdraw last year because he had a bout of illness. But again, he, like so many people who aren't able to run themselves, come forward and offer their services in the weekend as marshals. And I know last year he again worked very hard and was out in all weathers during the middle of the night as a sweeper, helping people complete the last section. And I'm always grateful to these people. So I was delighted this year he was able to take his place and run, and that's Dave Rogers. Warm-up run in the fling, she didn't get very far. I think it was just not her day. So I was pleased to see her on top of her form again and run a good time. Rosie Bell. Now this first runner came to my attention a few years ago. He entered the race last year and he immediately sent me a picture for his profile on the website. And I thought to myself, I've got to let this guy in the race because the picture was him with an ironing board. And you think to yourself, that's obviously a domesticated man. But the ironing board was actually on top of Ben Davis. So I thought, well, if this guy's mad enough to be in here, we've got to have him. Unfortunately, he didn't quite make it last year, but he's back this year and completed it. Dick Verbeerst. Keep up the ironing. I'm not sure if this next runner's here or not because he did take ill after the race and I think he visited. He's here, he is here. That's good. I'm glad that he's obviously well. Gordon Pride.
Well done, Gordon.
Obviously, he's actually fresh in the hospital because he's still got his hospital tag in his wrist. Which reminds me, he's got his hospital tag in his wrist. We actually had an imposter last year at the prize giving. It was someone that actually ended up in hospital as part of the race. So he decided to gate crash the prize giving, and I'll come on to him later. But in order to gate crash the prize giving, when he regained consciousness in intensive care, he actually pulled his drip out of his arm, found what clothes he still had there, and walked barefoot to the prize giving. But I'll come on to him later. The next runner is someone who's had an absence of a few years, and again, in those years that he's not run, he's either supported other people, part of the backup crew, or helped in the event. So it was good to see him enter this year and do it again. Laurie Anderson. Next runner has been a regular member of the many training runs that usually John Kinniston and Ian Beattie organise throughout the year. And you could see that he was improving as the year went on. He was extremely relaxed before the event. However, I did get a web message during the week saying that his bottom was knitting buttons. I take it he was slightly wound up. But he had a great time. David L. This next runner, she's actually the Scottish 24 hours record holder, but she doesn't realise it, but she's broken a mini record today. I looked it up earlier, and I think she is the woman that has the most completions now. She's now got 6. She's affectionately known to some of you as a crash test dummy, and that was a name given to her by her sister, and that's Pauline Walker. Again, I'm delighted for this next runner because she's really worked very, very hard this year to get herself fit and run a tremendous achievement. She entered just at the last minute last August and just got in the race before it closed and has worked very, very hard. She's improved her times at all distances throughout the year and it was no surprise that she ran very well. Gail Murdoch. Next runner, a newcomer this year, Peter Grant.